Here we go. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? Sock Passe, not Boule, and welcome back to another episode of School of Wholesale. Yo, y'all, check it out. I got somebody amazing I want y'all to meet. I got somebody amazing that I want y'all to meet today. All right? Hold on. Let's bring it. We're bringing in with a song. We're bringing in with a song. Hey. We got to bring it in right? Hey, Sock Passe, not Boule, and welcome back to another episode of School of Wholesale. It's your host, Luke Madeus, and welcome back. I got a special guest here with me today. I got my man Frank, all the way from Gary, Indiana. What's up, Frank? How you doing today, man, brother? Thank you so much for being here on the show with us. Frank is here with us, everybody, because he's going to be sharing his experience closing his first ever wholesale deal, y'all. So real quick, let's clap it up for Frank. Let's clap it up for Frank.
Appreciate you, Frank.
All right, he has done something amazing, and Frank, your first deal, man, it was sort of a home run, brother. But the spread out was 15K, right? How much was that?
Yes, sir. 15K.
Awesome, my brother. So listen, man, we're gonna dive into it. We're gonna unpack, what you actually did, what that experience was like for you, man. And also, I want to get to know. I want everybody to get to know more about you, because I honestly, bro, at the end of the day, right? Strategies, methods, all of these things are great, but I believe that there is a core ingredient to success, which has a lot to do with your mentality, right? And so I want to dive into a little bit more about you too, man, to get to know you a little more, get to know your mentality and how you were able to take, right, the information that you learned and literally close the deal for him, man. So let's dive into it. Frank, man, introduce yourself. Let everybody know who you are, where you from, where you doing business at, all that great stuff, and man, and tell us, bro, how did you get into this business?
For sure. First of all, I appreciate you, Luke, for having me on the show, man. I'm grateful for it. And like I said, it was pretty much kind of easy. Like I said, I was not easy, but you just got to put the effort in it, because I've been listening to you for a long time, you know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of info, a lot of gems, everything. Like, you kind of really got the ball rolling for me. Just listen to your podcast, looking on YouTube, looking at your videos when you're doing your driving for dollars and everything. So you helped me big. So I want to thank you for that too. And so I just I've been doing it for I've been learning real estate for, I would say, about 3 years top. 3 years top, just studying. I didn't want to just go jump straight in, and you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking, like, I gotta have all this type of money, I gotta have this. And like I said, that's when I ran across you. So I just started studying, just doing my own little thing. At first I was doing everything just like by hand. I'm going to neighborhoods, I'm knocking on doors, I'm asking people in the neighborhoods, like, hey, how's this neighborhood? Is it a good neighborhood? Is it a bad neighborhood? So I can know, is this a good place I'm investing in, or should I move around? So I was doing that, and then fast forward, I got a house under contract in Gary, and then also too, I'm from Chicago, but I do the business out in Gary, because Gary is a nice market. It's kind of, yes, sir. Born and raised. So yeah, so I got my deal out there. I got one under contract, and actually, let me tell you the story. I'm sorry. I ran a list. I got a list, ran it through. I got a VA off Fiverr, so I use Fiverr as a VA. So I got my VA off Fiverr. I had him cold call the list, and he ended up getting, I'll say, what? I think he had 5. I think he got 5 leads under, but I only ended up closing 1, of course. So, but the one that I did get to, the lady, she didn't even want to sell. She had a house that was like, you might as well say it was a teardown. It was a teardown. So I told her, like, hey, I can buy this for the land, but you saying that you want, I think she said she wanted like 40K. You want like 40K for a like real tore down house? I'm like, that's impossible. So I can buy the land from you. She didn't want to do that. So long story short, I'm like, okay, cool. Well, if you have anybody else that you got in mind, give me a shout. I'll say like 4 days later, She like, hey, my twin sister has a house out there in Gary that she want to get rid of. I'm like, okay, cool, awesome. Now give me her contact. Let me talk to her. End up talking to her, got it under contract, and I was looking for a buyer. I shot it past a couple of buyers, but they really wasn't interested. So I'm like, well, how can I get this deal done? I did everything Luke done said. I follow all these steps. The only thing I'm missing is a buyer, man. A buyer. I say, hold on, Luke. Gave you a call, and we closed on that deal for $15K, and the rest was history.
Wow, amazing, man. And it's interesting that all of those steps that you went through, bro. And you there's something that let's go back just a bit here, because there was something that you said in the beginning. You said that when you got into real estate investing, man, that you were educating yourself for like 3 years. Is that right?
Yes.
So you spent a good amount of time educating yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm just curious, man. Why was it 3 years? Did you really want to just know that you really had a good understanding of what you were doing, or was 3 years just the time where you were just ready? Like what was it for you that you educated yourself for 3 years before you just dived in, man?
I'm gonna say because when I first started doing it, within that year, I did start running lists on my own, but I didn't know about all the softwares and everything. So I really was doing everything like by hand. So I got kind of overwhelmed. I'm like, you know what? This is kind of too much. I don't know. I really don't have a mentor to really follow behind. So I'm like, that's too expensive. I really can't. So I kind of fell back. And then I started back. I stopped for about like by like two. No, I'm gonna say by like almost like 3-4 months, because I was doing land. I'm sorry. Yeah, let me rephrase that. When I first started doing it, I was doing land. I started out with land. I wasn't doing the houses at first. I was doing the land. So I got a couple of leads and everything was going well. But like I said, everything just started getting too overwhelming. It was too much to know. And I'm like, this is just kind of a brain frog. So I stopped. And then, like I said, I got it back rolling probably like 4 months. 4 months later, and then that's when I heard you. Yeah, that's when I heard you, and I started listening to you for like 2 years. After those next 2 years, just doing stuff here and there, just testing things. I wasn't really jumping out there, but I was just testing things just to make sure everything was working that you were saying, and it was working. So that's when I just like, you know what, I got to follow all the way through with this. I got to really put my foot down and really do this, and then that's when I do it, and I'm glad I did, because I really wanted to do it, and like I said, it was just everything was coming too fast. It's too much knowledge. You know how you can learn so much, but until you really get out there and put your feet down, that's when you really do it. So once I put my feet down and got out there in the field, and really, that's when they all came together.
Yep. Yo, that's a great testimony, man, because that's how it is. Like, it's especially right now in like just today's time, bro, in 2023. There is so much information available to people online. I was having a conversation about this earlier today, bro, with somebody. We were talking about how like there's a million ways to make $1 million nowadays.
Sure.
And honestly, I think that what used to be most people's issues was that they didn't really have a good plan to go out and create the wealth that they want or achieve the success that they desire. But I feel like we have a whole new problem nowadays where there's too many things you can do, man. Like, I mean,
way too much.
It's getting to the point where one of the things that we're facing right now as a society is what's called the Great Resignation, and it's this whole thing where people are struggling to stick to one thing long enough for it to work. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And in your case, man, you spent 3 years of getting educated, and I was listening to everything that you said, right?
Sure.
And it sounds to me that it could have happened faster for you if you had the mentor, right?
No, for sure.
If you had the person to lay out the blueprint from the beginning, you could have been hitting the ground the way you're hitting the ground now. It took you time to learn that stuff, right? And really get a grasp over what it was that you were doing. And so so it's amazing. It's amazing to see you here, man, because you're a testimony right now of someone who got laser focused, who knew, first of all, you knew what you wanted, bro. You knew what you wanted. You knew that you wanted it enough to get educated on the things that you weren't educated about. So what didn't make sense made sense, right? And then like you said, at that point, man, it was just a matter of just taking a massive action. And one thing I like about you, man, that not enough people do is you reached out for help, bro. Like you got to you carried the ball as far as you could take it.
I swear.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Hey, I'm saluting you on that, my
I
brother.
appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Because right there, I mean, that's hard for a lot of people to do, man.
Yeah.
And the fact that you did that, you took the ball as far as you possibly could take it. But then you came across a moment where you realized, man, you know what? I need some extra help with this. And what you weren't afraid to do is that you weren't afraid to reach out to me. And I remember you booked a call with me. You booked
Yeah.
you took advantage of that of the free call. You booked the
Yes,
call
sir.
with me, and you're like, Luke, hey man, I ain't never gonna forget it. You're like, Luke, hey man, I I got a deal. I was hoping that we could maybe JV it together, right?
Man.
Business opportunity. I'm like, oh, he hit me with a business opportunity.
Right, quick.
Let's go. Let's
Can't
go.
do with the business.
I'm like,
Yes.
absolutely, absolutely, and we did, and when you reached out from the time that you reached out to me, and the time that we closed that deal, how much time was that?
Uh, it was under 30 days for sure. I want to say, I think it was like 3 weeks, if I'm not
3 weeks.
mistaken. Yeah, I think it was like 3 weeks. If not a little bit sooner, probably like a week, like 2 weeks and a half. But yeah, no more than 3 weeks for sure.
Awesome, awesome, man. 3 weeks, you had your check in your hand, right?
Man, cashed out. Big cheese on my face.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. I've got to ask you, Frank.
Mhm.
What is that? Where does this mentality come from, man? Where did you develop the mentality? Because there's something special about what you did, and I don't want it to just blow over people's heads, right? Um, you understood you didn't know something. Like you tried this already 3 years ago. You were putting this to work. You tried some things. It wasn't clicking for you just yet, and you just made a simple decision, bro. You made a decision to just get more educated and take your time with it. Like time wasn't a factor for you. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you weren't one of those people that said that are like, all right, let me go ahead and try this thing out, right? I'm doing it for like 2 weeks. I'm doing it for like a month. I hit a roadblock. I hit a wall because I don't understand something. Something doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
And instead, I'm going to go do this other thing that I see somebody else doing because that looks like the grass is going to be greener on that side. It might be a little easier. Instead, what you did is you said, I accept the challenge. You understood that not knowing something is an indication that there's something that you need to know, and you took it that way, and you decided to say, let me go learn what I needed to know, and that made all of the difference for you. And so where does that mentality come from, man? Well, why were you so laser focused on getting this done that it happened for you?
I think, to be honest, Luke, that's just how I am. When I want to do something or there's something I want to learn, I'm gonna lock in. And when I lock in, as I'm studying it, it gotta make sense to me. And once it starts making sense to me, and I see the big picture, is I gotta do it because even if I start something and like say for instance the real estate, I might and I started and I would have sat down or got lazy or just sitting around watching TV, I'm not gonna feel right. I'm not gonna feel right because I got something that I should be doing right now. Like I can't even enjoy the TV or I can't even go enjoy this outing because I got something I need to be doing right now. So that's where that mainly come from. And then once, like I said, just like tunnel vision, tap in and just really know that's what I want to do and I'm gonna get it done. That's just how
Wow.
you know.
Wow. Yeah. Bro, I like your statement. Like you said, if I be sitting down watching TV, something don't feel right. Like
Yeah,
you
it
said,
don't feel right.
like,
I
man,
gotta know. It's like it's
I can't
business to
even
be
sit and
done.
watch TV in peace, man.
Nah, it's gonna rub me wrong. I need to get on this computer. I need to be doing something, make some calls or something.
I love that. I love that. And where do you think that comes from, man? Like what's the thing that makes you tick that way? Like I guess I guess the question I'm trying to ask you
I get you.
is when you're actually sitting on that couch, because right now there might be somebody watching this from their couch, bro, like
Mm-hmm.
sitting on their couch right now, and they just on YouTube because it's like, hey,
Oh,
look,
then.
at least I could be on YouTube learning something. That's better than watching TV.
You're
You understand
right.
what I'm trying to say? And they're sitting on their couch right now trying to figure this out, and they're watching your testimony today, like, you know, what was it that came to your mind, bro, that makes you feel uncomfortable about the like when you're thinking about when you thought about, hey, if I just sit here and just do nothing and continue this process, or if I got to get up and make these calls, like what was it? What was that thought for you, man? That just puts you in that state where you're like, no, I'm gonna get up and make these calls right now.
My daughter.
Mm.
My daughter. It's like I think about her. I think about where I want to take things, where she need to be, how we need to hire things. It's her. That's my why. Everything is about her. Francesca. That's my why. So once I sit, like you said, sitting down, think about that, it's like, no, she needs this, she needs that. Like this check, this can change our life. This could change my whole family life. Like, no, this is what I need to be doing. You know, I'll do this, this late. This gonna always be here. The TV gonna always be here. You know, all this stuff is gonna always be here. But this opportunity, it might pass me, or I might not catch on to it. So I need to lock in and do this now. So yeah, my daughter's a big why.
Wow, absolutely amazing, man. And look, you came through for your daughter, bro.
For sure, for
You
sure.
came through, man. You
For
came through.
sure.
First deal closed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next deal on the way.
Yes, sir. It's on the way. Doing it with you. We're gonna lock in.
And you know what? You actually locked up two other deals right after you closed that one too.
Yep.
Right after that.
Yep. Two of them right there. Kind of in the same. Yeah, kind of in the same area.
Same area. Yep.
Yep.
But let me ask you something, man, because I find it so interesting how you got that first deal, right? And I know, and you and me, we talk offline
Yeah,
too.
for sure.
So like real quick, what'll happen, man, if you just keep doing what you already like? If you take what you did to get that first deal, and you kept doing it over and over and over and over again, man, what do you think will happen?
I touch my meal, my meal ticket. Keep over and over, just steady doing my process. You know what I'm saying? I got everything laid out, like you said, just steady following and staying focused. I'll touch my goal, and the meal is the goal.
That's it, man. What is the goal? What's the goal? You mind sharing your big bodacious goal with us, bro?
Yeah, I got you. My big one is, to be honest, I'm real family oriented, so it's just to take care of my family. That's my biggest goal, to get this thing skyrocketing. And you know what I'm saying? I got deals coming in to a point I can't handle it. I got the team, everything set up, you know, everything is going accordingly, and just taking care of the family. Like that's my big goal, because I know with doing that brings back my time. If I could sit here and take care of the whole family, I got time now. I can sit back and really plot and really tap in. You know, it's about your freedom of your time. That's really what it's about.
Amen. Amen to that, my brother. And listen, speaking of family, man, we yesterday we was actually we almost ended up doing this podcast episode yesterday.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was texting you because it showed up as on my calendar for Thanksgiving, and yesterday was Thanksgiving, y'all. Today's the day after Thanksgiving, obviously. And we were chatting yesterday because I texted you. I'm like, yo, you ready to go?
I'm like,
I'm
oh,
like, hey, it's Thanksgiving, but it's time to work. I'm ready to put it in. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and I respect that. You was on me. You instantly, hey, you ready to rock and roll? I like, wait, did I? I know I thought. Did I do it for Thanksgiving? Oh, I hope I didn't do it for Thanksgiving. And you like, no, yeah. I'm like, oh, I apologize. We gonna get to it tomorrow though, for sure. That one was on me though, but you was definitely ready.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, yesterday was Thanksgiving. We got so much to be grateful for, man. And family, of course, is the most important value, man.
Yes.
And I know with this podcast episode, we're gonna bless a lot of families, because there's somebody right now who may be facing a similar challenge that you faced, that cannot overcome that challenge, bro. And honestly, being able to see other people win is always an inspiration, because it just shows how much everyone else can actually do. If you're thinking right now, can you do this? I can tell you, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. Frank is another person, right, who is a testimony of that, right? And Frank educated himself, and he did it for a number of years, and he got his first deal closed, 15K, and he's got 2 more under contract, and he's got more on the way. His pipeline is filling up.
Let's
and
go.
He's gonna hit his big bodacious goal in no time, because now he has momentum, y'all. What you get when you get your first deal closed, you get momentum in this business, and it's dramatic. And real quick, Frank, I want you to touch on too, man. For those out there who don't know yet what it's like to work with me, and maybe thinking about working with me, maybe thinking about JVing a deal with me, maybe thinking about hiring me as a mentor, whatever the case is, man. I just want people to know what it's like actually working with me, man, because it's one thing to hear me on the podcast. It's another thing to actually work with me, right? And you remember when we talked, when we had talked after we our scheduled call, and we got to work on that deal, man. It was like that was. I told you what to expect.
No, for sure. And you did everything you said you was gonna do.
Yeah, I told you what to expect, man. And
Sure.
go ahead and give the people, man, just some enlightenment on what it's like to just work with me, bro.
Okay. No, for sure, man. It's definitely fun. It's definitely educated because you're definitely gonna educate the person on any field that they lacking on or don't understand. You cover that part because I think we had problems with certain contracts or something that I didn't understand or something was like that. You know, and you gave me good clarity on that. And like I said, it's awesome. It's gonna be fast. Luke don't play. He gonna get to it. He don't play. So like I said, you're gonna enjoy it, man. You're gonna respect it. You know, you're gonna have fun with it. You're gonna get it done for sure.
Amen, my brother. For sure, man. So look, man, I got a question for you. I got a question for you now. For those people who are listening right now, they're like, I want to tap in with Frank. I want to see, I just want to check in with him. I want to reach out to him. I want to ask him something. Whatever the case is, man. How can people find you?
For sure. You can reach me social media on Instagram under Nitty_the Great. You'll find me on that. And also you can hit me an email, Frank at goldlandinvestments.com. Shoot me a quick email, you know what I'm saying, and we can work. I'm up to JVN at any time.
Awesome. And real quick, man, what is one thing you want to share with anyone right now who hasn't got the first deal closed yet? They're working on it, and it just hasn't happened yet, man. What would you like to share with that person?
Man, I would share with you is just keep trying. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't get sidetracked. Keep going because you're gonna close it. That's without a doubt. As long as you know what you're doing and you taking it, and you learning what you need to learn and you getting out there and really executing, you are gonna get your deal and you're gonna close on it. It's plenty of work that needs to be done out here. It's plenty of houses. The market is open. Just get out there and do it. Once you get out there and really put boots on the ground, you're gonna do it. That's a fact. I did it. You can do it.
Amen. Awesome, brother. Well said. Very well put. Listen, y'all, it has been an absolute amazing pleasure to have you on here, Frank. Man, look, bro. I already know you got more deals coming, bro.
Yes, sir.
We done been talking offline.
Yes, sir. That's my boy. Luke, my boy.
We're lining things up for you, man. I'm so excited for everything that's about to come for you, brother. You're gonna be dominating Gary, bro. You're gonna be dominating Gary. So I can see that in you already. So I'm excited for you. I did want to just make sure. I just want to share a couple of announcements, everybody. Real quick, y'all. Listen, if anything, I want to make sure you get out of this podcast episode. It's the value and importance of having somebody in your corner who could just assist you in any area that you need help with. That is so important. Crucial. Like Frank was able to reach out to me, and because my line is open, he was able to reach out to me and get help with a live deal he had under contract. And we were able to take that bad boy to the finish line, and he got a big fat payday for it, y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And that's the power of having a network. That's the power of having people in your corner. And honestly, that's not the only thing that we do, Frank. I mean, I if you reach out to me, you ask me something, I help you with it, right?
It's a fact.
And it's all about making sure that we're making progress, right? And so at the end of the day, if you're at a point right now where you feel stuck in your business, maybe you got a deal right now, you got under contract, you don't know what to do with it. Like, I just want you to know, my door is open. I am here to help you. We JV deals all over the United States. There's no place that I would not be able to help you in. And so if you're somebody right now who needs some help, maybe you just need some help with the education side of it. Frank said he was listening to the podcast, right? The podcasts were enough for him. He was able to get to where he needed to go. If you want to shrink that downtime some more, we got courses, right? If you want to go even faster than that, I have live trainings. I'm actually having one coming up in a couple of days, the Close Your Deal Challenge. Y'all, so there's plenty
Then,
of resources for you to get the help you need, is what I'm saying. And even if you have a deal under contract right now, you just need help getting it to the finish line. You know what to do. Hit me up, and I will be more than happy to help you. You can go to SOWcontent.com to get access to all of our courses, you know, JV opportunities, anything you need. Anything you need, book a call with me. Right? Hey, Frank, by the way, how much money did it cost you to get on the phone with me?
not a dime.
Not a dime, brother.
Not
Not
a
a
dime.
dime. Okay. And I still have those calls. So if you want to get on a call with me, doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is you know, go to SOWcontent.com, click on my calendar, pick the best available time that is available to get on the phone with me, and I'll be more than happy to assist you with whatever you need and help you push the needle forward. Frank, thank you so much again, brother.
I appreciate you, Luke, man. I appreciate you, Luke, man. You more than just a mentor to me. Like, man, you like a friend. Like I said, you know, we be chatting. So I appreciate you, man. Appreciate everything you doing, man. Y'all tap in with Luke. He got y'all, man. I'm telling you, gonna take y'all to the finish line. Just tap in.
Tap in. Tap in.
Tap
Love
in.
it, brother. Love it, man. So thank you again, brother, for sharing your testimony, man. This has been an absolutely amazing episode. I know that there's somebody listening right now who's hearing this and they're like, oh my God, I'm so grateful that Frank decided to share his experience with me, because it's helping me move that needle forward. And again, anything that you guys need, I'm here to help. Let's make it happen. Until next time, this has been another episode of School of Wholesaling. I'm Luke Madeus. This is Frank. I'll see you later, Frank. Thank you again.
Let's go. I appreciate you.
Au revoir.
Yes, sir. I'll let you, Luke.